G'day guys and welcome to Dad Life, the show where I, Josh Bruce, am going to learn how to become a father. I'm going to be entering dad time soon and I literally have no idea what I'm doing and what to expect. So I'm enlisting the help of a few of the boys to come and sit on the couch and talk me through it, share some funny stories and have a laugh. Hope you enjoy. G'day guys, welcome to Dad Life, the St Kilda podcast about me becoming a father. We've got the great man Nathan Brown on the couch with us here today. Brownie, welcome mate.
Thanks for having me, Juicy.
Now Brownie, you're a father to two beautiful kids, Billy and Farah. Tell us a little bit about them.
Billy's nearly 2. Oh. So that's the thing about being a dad, you forget about everything.
Good start.
Billy's nearly 3, 3 in August, and Farah's just gone over 6 months.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
Both girls?
Both girls,
Yep.
yeah, both beautiful girls, yep.
Beautiful girls. How did you come up with the names? Two great names.
Billy, we had a different name for Billy for the whole time, and then right last minute we changed it to Billy. Yeah, we're pretty stoked with that. So, and then the second time round, I had a fair amount of boy names, but.
So did you find out what you were having at all?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
yeah,
you knew.
Yeah,
Right.
We were a couple. We didn't really mind knowing. Like we just wanted to put a bit of a face to the lump in the belly.
To the creature. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then we come up with Farah, which we both liked. We thought it was a bit different, and it's really grown on her and grown on us. And it's really good. So
Awesome.
we're really happy with our two girls. Yeah.
That's great. How did you tell Billy that, was she old enough to understand that there was going to be another one on the way? Like how did that go down?
Yeah, she was, and she was good. Started off with singing to as Liana's belly got bigger and bigger. She began sort of kissing it and singing to it and stuff like that, and then she finally figured out that there was a little brother or sister coming, so she was pretty stoked in the end. So and she's been a pretty good big sister too. So it's pretty cool to see. Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about that. Have they?
Well, yeah, it's good. Billy's pretty maternal. She's pretty caring and loving towards Farah, but sometimes you sort of see her give a little cheeky whack in the face or
classic
or
siblings,
pinch on the nose or something like that.
Get the tears going.
Bite a finger or something like that. But I think it's more out of just a bit of attention seeking or a bit of love.
Yeah. Awesome, mate. And what did you think was the biggest difference going from 1 to 2 kids?
That you as a dad have to actually do something. No, I'm just totally kidding. I just got to say that to be funny.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Just definitely. So when we had one, you'd be able to get one down and get it asleep, and then you'd have a bit of time for yourself, and if you're lucky you might have a 2 or 3 hour stretch where you can get some stuff done, or Liana get some housework done or whatever. But with 2 you sort of you get one down and then you juggle on the other, and so you just flat out for the full time.
Yeah.
If one's sleeping the other's not and stuff like that. So but it's like with anything, you sort of adapt and get used to it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, basically what I've heard is that I'm not going to get any sleep for the next few years anyway. So
yeah, sleep deprivation is real, and you know why they use it as a pretty heavy torture tactic.
God. Just a quick one on your footy. So it's must obviously be a privilege to be able to play footy and have your kids come into the rooms afterwards. That's really special, seeing all the kids in there. And does that mean a lot to you? And going in the future, looking back, that'd be pretty special.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it definitely is. It's something that I guess you see, you grow up as a youngster when you first come into the AFL and you see the older fellas doing it with their kids, and you realise and you're like, oh, it's just after a game. Like, what are you doing? But and as you get older, you realise you put so much into week to week, and then you we talk a lot about our why and why we play and all that kind of stuff. And when you do start a family and stuff, you start playing. Every game is playing for them and how much I can get out of it for their future and stuff like that. So when you do finish after a game, you put so much emotion into the game and stuff. And obviously you're exhausted, and that's just great to have your kids come into the rooms and go from battle out on the field to something you care about so much for, and why you put yourself through the ringer every week, and why you make your body sore. So that's a That's a great part of the week.
Yeah, it's special, mate. And just a little one, Do you find yourself a taxi driver these days? Going around flat stick, dad's taxi?
Yeah, a fair bit. Like as you see off every week at trade school, I rock up in my big manly ute, and I've got the kids' car seats in the back. So it's not that cool, but on site. But yeah, you do become a bit of a taxi. You're taking them everywhere, and you go into play centres and to the park and all sorts of different things. So
yeah,
it's
awesome.
kind of cool.
And you got a beautiful golden retriever as well.
Lola.
Yeah. How did she react to the kids on the way, 1 and 2?
So she was around for 2 years before Billy, and she was the golden child, and literally the golden child, and our baby, and she's been fantastic because she has been put into the back burner for a couple of years, understandably, but she's kept herself amused in the backyard. Yeah,
and, digging holes.
Digging holes and
pooing everywhere.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. But it's actually kind of cool to see the relationship between the baby and the toddler grow up with the dogs and how the dog responds to the kids and stuff. And obviously within boundaries and stuff. But it's kind of cool. And I know you've got dogs.
Django.
You've got Django. That's one thing that's kind of cool that they'll grow up together, and it's cool to see.
Yeah, I remember growing up I had a golden retriever when I was growing up as well. Great dogs, great family dogs. Yeah. Very special, mate. I was going to talk about sleep again, but we've already touched over that one. We've got a few rapid fire questions, mate. So,
sleep. Do you want me to give you a few hints on sleep?
Yeah, actually, we'll go back to sleep.
Because when you go home, you train hard all day here, and then you go home and then you're on. That's when you're on. Your holidays here at the club, and, cooking, cleaning, get the kids to bed, bathing, all that kind of stuff. So you come to the club and you get some shut-eye here whenever you can. So I think you caught me sleeping in the spa the other day. With
true.
Duck upstairs into the theaterette.
Little power naps.
Close the door. Even here, this is in the studio.
It's a good spot here.
Nice little spot here. Nice duck spot.
Is that why you're always leaving the club real late at night? Just sticking around, not doing anything?
It's a win-win because Richo and the boys think I'm
doing
an
extras.
Elite professional. and I can get some shut-eye, and then when I'm ready to go home, I'm on at home as well.
That's a good one. That's a good one, actually.
You learn a little bit of
I'll put that in the memory bank.
Yeah.
It's quality.
I don't know why I'm telling all these secrets.
I'm trying to be the best father I can, mate, so I appreciate it. So back to the rapid-fire questions. Yep. First thing that comes to your head. There's no shame here, but they're all pretty easy. What's the best thing about being a dad?
The kisses and cuddles.
Nice. Lovely.
Yeah.
Heartwarming stuff.
Yeah, it is.
What's the worst thing about being a dad?
No sleep, but cleaning nappies and all that kind of stuff that we're really good at, folks.
It kind of touches on the next one. What's the grossest thing you've had to deal with as a dad?
Yeah, definitely change nappies, but like you'll learn the term blowout. And it's more often than not when you're in public and you're away from the car, or you forgot, being a dad, you've forgotten the nappy bag or something like that, and your toddler or your baby's blown out of the nappy.
Right.
There's just
out the side.
There's poo everywhere.
Through the clothes.
Up the back of the shirt, and then it's probably on you as well, and you got to find something.
Great. Can't wait. What's the biggest myth about being a dad, in your opinion?
Biggest myth that we don't do anything, and that we do a lot.
Yeah.
Our girls like do
that.
a fair bit. Like they are amazing, and that. But I think it's we in our own way we do our part as well.
Good point, that. And little running segment we've got here, mate. I know you've been nervous all day about this. Your best or / worst dad joke, and the lamer the better, because I love really terrible jokes.
Oh, really? I'm not really, if you know me, I'm not funny or anything like that, so I suppose I'll be awesome.
You're pretty funny.
What do you call a fake noodle?
What?
An impasta.
Yes. Don't mind that. I love the puns.
See
That's
how bad
great.
that is?
That is terrible. It's really terrible, but it's that bad. It's good.
But the great thing about being a dad is my little toddler would be laughing her head off right now.
And she wouldn't even understand what you said. You still think it's funny.
And then I feel so good about myself. I come to the club and I tell my jokes to the new boys and I get laughed at.
Welcome to the world of professional sport. Nah, very good, mate. Well, really appreciate you coming on. It's I've definitely learned a lot, especially about blowouts. That's a big one, and the little naps at the club. That's crucial. So
the thing is, Juicy, you'll be a good dad. Just be yourself. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, well, that's great, mate. Well, thanks a lot, and I look forward to seeking some more advice off you in the future.
No worries, mate.
Cheers.